Nice try there, bud. Maybe next time put some super glue on those bad boys. Welcome to Comic Splash on CIB24.com. In this week's show, I ruin the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I give a quick list of superhero games to play, and we check up on what some of the other heroes are up to. Alright, so first we discuss The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Now, I've been waiting for the sequel for a long time, and whether you love it or hate it, Mark Webb's Spider-Man will always be better than Sam Raimi's, simply because it's accurate. Sure, it doesn't break any records at the box office, but this is Mark Webb, the 500 Days of Summer guy. If Sony wanted to make a crap load of money, they should have hired this guy. And if the Joker taught us anything, it's not all about the money, it's about sending a message. And when it comes down to it, The Amazing Spider-Man really gives life lessons. Whether it's dealing with your girlfriend, your best friend, or the city of New York, The Amazing Spider-Man touches all. So you can go on about how Raimi gave his own take with the whole webs flying out of his veins thing, but Garfield and Stone beat McGuire and Dunst any day of the week. They're adorable. Be prepared to cry yourself to sleep like I did after you see Emma Stone fall to her death in this week's spoiler alert. Alright, so the movie starts with long, and I mean long company intros, like a good 20-30 seconds. Then it's Spider-Man's parents and what really happened to them. They go on a plane, start downloading this really important thing, they get attacked. Then it's Spider-Man's parents and what really happened to them. They get on a plane, start downloading this document called Roosevelt, they get attacked, the plane goes down, thing gets downloaded, they die. And then it goes to Spider-Man, just swinging around. Paul Giamatti shows up, he stole a truck. Spider-Man stops him, all while seeing Dennis Leary's ghost, saving Jamie Foxx, and talking to Emma Stone on the phone. Very busy life. So then it turns out she's calling him because it's grad. Gwen gives a heartfelt speech about how life is precious, not to take things for granted. She's gonna die. Peter shows up just in time, Stan Lee cameo. Turns out Peter's been seeing Cap and Stacy everywhere, Gwen dumps him. Now at this point Jamie Foxx is friggin' crazy, completely obsessed with Spider-Man. Aunt May works a lot, then Harry shows up, his dad dies. He's gonna die too, wants Spider-Man's blood. Fox falls, gets attacked by eels, boom, Electro. Peter and Harry become best friends. At this point, Andrew Garfield kinda sounds like JT. Male bonding. Then he meets up with Gwen. They can't just be friends. Then she's moving to England, then Electro attacks, Spider-Man's gone. His web shooters get ruined, he needs magnetic ones. A lot of slow-mo, spider sense in every fight scene. He sprays Electro with a hose, Electro defeated. So then he goes through his parents' stuff again, makes a board, everything Roosevelt. What does that mean? Apparently he kind of works for the Daily Bugle now, no JJ though. Then turns out Electro's hidden, Aunt May's upset, Gwen's leaving, Harry hates Peter, his parents are criminals, he rips down the board. But then he finds his dad's secret lab at the train station. What's it called? You guessed it, Roosevelt. Turns out only Parkers can be Spider-Man. He's happy. Harry gets used by Oscorp, becomes friends with Electro. Now he's happy. Harry gets injected with the Spider-Man DNA. Boom, Green Goblin. He's disgusting. Then Electro attacks again. Spider-Man stops him. Harry shows up on his glider. Big fight scene. Gwen Stacy in trouble. She falls. Spider-Man webs her. Snaps her back. She's dead. I cried. Then there's a funeral. You see Dennis Leary some more. Then the mystery guy, probably the gentleman, visits Harry, Sinister Six movie. Then the movie ends with Giamatti finally in the rhino suit. Post-credit scene, X-Men, nothing to do with the movie. And that's my review of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Up next, we take a look at some video games. Alright, so over the years there have been a lot of superhero video games. Some with a lot of effort put into them, and some not so much. And it sucks in general when a game you have high hopes for isn't done right, but especially when it involves your favorite superheroes. A game of production that would be sick, if done right, is The Avengers. With so many different heroes to play as, it could be the raddest game on the planet, or just another disappointment in your boneyard of video games. But rest assured, Marvel has promised to make an Avengers game that isn't terrible. And in light of that, I thought I'd spit off a few games that you can play to escape from boring reality for a few hours. We start with none other than the Batman Arkham games. If you haven't played at least one of them, you don't love comics. They're easily the best Batman games made to date. It's true that they don't get much better after the second one, but they're going to try to make up for that in the highly anticipated Arkham Knight. Another one is Marvel Nemesis. Yeah, it's an older game, but you get to play as Daredevil, Doc Doom, Elektra, the Human Torch, Iron Man, Magneto, Spider-Man, Storm, The Thing, Venom, and Wolverine, plus a handful of unheard of villains. As a kid, I never played a game quite like this, by far one of the coolest superhero games. And my last suggestions are either LEGO Batman 2 or LEGO Marvel Superheroes. They're basically the same game, but you get to play as nearly every Marvel and DC character imaginable. So take your pick. Yes, they're LEGO, but didn't you hear? LEGO's in. You guys saw the LEGO movie, right? Up next, we take a look at what's happening with all those other superheroes, but first, hey Arnold, what's the best way to spend your free time?
Breezy. I'm feeling hot.
I find that unlikely.
What do you say we heat things up?
My passion thaws for my bride alone.
Ooh. Talk about your cold shoulder.
Unless the city bows to my demands, it's winter forever here in Gotham. I hate when people talk during the movie. All right, everyone.
All right, time for a quick update. Jarvis finally shows his face as Vision in the new Avengers sequel. Stan the Man says he has a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy. The short-lived Spectacular Spider-Man gets full DVD and Blu-ray release. Mr. Blue will become Mole Man in the Fantastic Four. Lou Ferrigno says Marvel is making a Hulk movie after the second Avengers. Marvel plans to kill off Wolverine in a new comic series. We found out what Nick Fury does in his spare time. And Batman is busy counting cards. And speaking of Batman, here's this week's something old, something new, and something Batman.
My name's James Gordon. I'm a detective.
My name's Bruce Wayne.
I promise you, I will find the man who did this.
Alright, don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our Daily Motion and YouTube channels. Make sure to tune in next week, or don't, but let's be honest, what else are you going to be doing? For CIB24.com, this is Tyler, and I'll catch you next time.